So this just happened. I've been racing out here all weekend and I've had 2 axles break. I've had nothing but trouble with the car, and then now to top it all off, it broke. Yes, it broke the rear end. So I'm shit out of luck, man. Got to get back in it, steer it, get it out of here. It's been one of those weekends where nothing really went my way. So broke a rear, broke 2 axles. Still made a couple hits, and I probably annoyed the shit out of everybody breaking down so many times. But luckily I didn't oil down the track. The motor's still running, transmission's still good, but it's gonna need some kind of badass rear end or something, maybe a G-force or something like that. But that's a lot of coins. So until that happens, it's gonna get stock shit, and I'll probably get started on the Fairmont. But this has been my NMRA Maple Grove experience. Expensive. So this is the toe of shame. Yep, look at that. Just like that, the toe of shame. Well, would actually finish it off nicely. I think I'm racing this guy in reverse. Well, to finish it off nicely is if he dumps it off the back. Woo! They're clapping for me. They're psycho. You guys are psychopaths. My fans are psycho. Ooh, you just broke a rear end and cost you $3,000. Woo! All right. It's funny seeing the people that know me and stuff here. They're like, oh yeah, good job, YOLO. And I'm here thinking, I just like spent $3,000. It was like a $3,000 weekend by the time it's all said and done with axles. And then a rear end upgrade. I'm not sticking a stock rear end in it anymore. I have to go with something like a G-force 9-inch or something like that. But that's big money, and I'm just not gonna pony up that dough just yet. Not for this car, anyway. Not a big fan. Well, you want to talk about an expensive weekend? I just had an expensive weekend. 2 axles broke. Good high dollar axles. It's a 69 millimeter and a 15% on the VMP Gen 3. It's making all the torque on the planet. I suspect it's making a little too much, so I might have to play around. Also, the MFP lower is helping with torque. But at the end of the day, I got to do something to tame down. Yeah, believe it or not, tame down the launch on this thing because it's a little on the aggressive side. But more suspension work, maybe a G-force 9-inch or something like that is in the works. But this is like a $5,000 weekend for me, and I can't be doing that shit. So we'll see what happens. I'll get it replaced and see if we can improve on the time. But I did go 150, so at least I got that going for me. Got to get the old girl off the trailer now because she's got to come back to Florida, get her transmission fixed. I just like getting these different vantage points because, you know, YouTube stuff. Gotta get that YouTube money. Very good. Let me get off of this thing so I don't get run over. Yeah. Okay. It's pretty damn good, actually. What do we got going on here, John? Tell me about the setup, John.
Oh, this is our 2018 Auto GT. It's already run a 1086 at 126.5, stock airbox, long tube, Z85, and 410 gears. And this is a pre-production Gen 5 Whipple. One of 2 that's been sent out for R&D and testing.
Oh. And this is the 150 or the 132?
That is a 150 throttle. And we've got Jason Baker.
That guy right over there.
Advanced Automotive and Performance doing our install work. You see on the other side is a 2014 GT CPR single turbo, full build, built trans, built motor, built everything. Hopefully next couple of days we'll have this Whipple running and we'll get it on the dyno, get our R&D done and get it to the track and run some numbers. And
what injectors come with the kit? Or this kit? What did this kit come with, injector-wise?
This kit, it was a tuner kit. Did not come with any injectors. The base kit comes with quart injection, has Deutschwerks 72s with stock DI. We have ID 1050Xs, and we intend to push the fuel system with a booster pump in the injector to see how far we can get with the 85 before we go with a aftermarket system.
Let me take a look at this CPR car real quick. Ooh. Holy downpipe. Holy shit.
Yeah, this is Dustin Gregory's creation, CPR Turbo. I don't know how many kits he's got out there, but just about every car that is out there
Is it what you think should go in my car? Eventually.
Is a really fast.
Yeah, CPR
fast
kits
time.
seem to really roll out there and
Yes.
do real well. So he's in the middle of a couple of badass projects. This is air to air, huh? Everything's air to air with him. The
This
base
is an
kit.
air-to-air setup, but some of the faster cars, like the San Holloway's car, had an air-to-water custom. But he does a really big Garrett core and a really nice air-to-air setup.
Very cool. Thank you, sir. This is where I think, even though I'm a TVS guy, admittedly, now I don't have to defend that company anymore. So, this is where I think the Whipple's going to shine. Honestly, their new intercooler for the upside down blower that they have on the 2018 and up. It's upside down. Can you bring it down, like just so you can see the top side of it? Just like, yeah, this is just for reference, but it's very big footprint. According to Jake at PBH, when they did lethals, it was like 90 degrees after a pull. It was like, it wasn't even hanging out. So they improved on it quite a bit from their Gen 2, even though it's completely different because it has to fit under the hood. Do you think they're going to go Gen 3 like that? Gen 5 on their pre-18 stuff or not really?
I doubt they do.
They'll just keep it Gen 3 rotor pack, regular conventional, blower on top, intercooler on bottom.
Right.
That's a big intercooler, man. A lot, big footprint, like a CTSV upside down.
Yeah. 12 to 15 degrees max from IT1 to IT2 at 11 and a half pounds.
As opposed to the conventional 20, 25 or whatever it used to be. That's
and the
badass.
recovery was very quick.
Yeah, that's cool. Very cool. John was just telling me this is a in-house twin turbo build. He's gonna go from a 2.8 Kenny Bell?
2.8 Kenny Bell liquid cooled setup he's had on the car for a couple years. Automatic, converted gears, drag setup, runs 980s consistently. And he's looking to take it to the next step.
Built motor?
Built motor, illuminator.
Oh, cool.
There's an illuminator in it. We'll be doing fluid twin 6466 install with possibly a converter and gear change. It's already got a return system. It'll have ID 1300s. We're going to probably start off with MS 109 fuel. He doesn't want to run ethanol. And this will be our first full build in-house at Jason Baker's shop, which is about 8 minutes away from our dyno in our shop. Where we'll do the install, the build, the dyno tuning, and probably some track support.
Badass. Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. A lot of stuff going on in this shop. Okay, so that was my weekend here at Maple Grove. Car has a broken transmission. John Lund helped me out big time getting it out of the track and bringing it back to the shop to get it back on the transporter, bring it back to Florida, and see what I can do. Put a badass transmission in it, kind of assess what's happening, maybe put a G-force rear end. I've been talking with them a little bit, so we'll see what happens. But it's going to come back faster and stronger, I hope, because I cannot really mess around with the 6R80 anymore. I don't want the front planet being an issue, being that I think that's what broken it. But we'll find out more when we pull it apart. Back to Florida. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you later.